Sorry, that didn't work quite as expected. Please try again. Ahead of Arsenal vs Manchester City on the opening weekend of the Premier League season, JJ Bull looks at the problems Pep Guardiola's side will pose and where Arsenal can getting Riyad Mahrez into central positions. Mahrez is nominally a right winger, inside forward, but is at his best when moving into central positions on his left foot. Pep Guardiola has previous in facilitating the creative genius of tricky number 10s, and City's average team shape against Chelsea is something we might see against Arsenal. Riyad Mahrez, number 26, in a more central position during the Community Shield last weekend. Credit, opted the back four is actually a 3, with Kyle Walker, 2, playing as the third centre-back, Benjamin Mendy, 22, joining the midfield, and Phil Foden, 47, a central midfielder, moving out into wide right positions. Mahrez can then tuck into a space behind the striker, with another central midfielder, Bernardo Silva against Chelsea, also shifting into a more advanced position. How on earth do you mark players when they're moving this much? This fluid shape allowed for City to get more of their attacking number 10 types into space between the lines, causing Chelsea a heap of problems. At times it resembled a 3-1-4-2, but the defensive shape was 4-3-3. By the time an opposition manager has figured out what it is Man City are doing, it could be too late, and Guardiola now has so many options to vary his tactical setup that no matter the names on the team sheet, the shape and layout of the team is unpredictable. Arsenal have played 4-3-3-4-2, 3-1, 3-4-3 and 4-4-2 in their pre-season games so far, but judging by Unai Emery's past, it is most likely to be the former we see against Man City. With home advantage, Arsenal can take the game to City in spells, and getting Mesut Ozil into advanced spaces is key, but just as important is ensuring his lack of defensiveness and positioning doesn't result in defensive fragility. It just takes one man not to do his job and the defensive shape becomes vulnerable. There were several occasions last season where Ozil simply didn't trap the defender stepping up into midfield, allowing the man to breeze past and put his own team into an attacking situation. Hector Bellerin will provide width on the right for Arsenal when Mesut Ozil ventures into central areas. Credit, Getty Images. For that reason, Ozil could well start on the right of a forward three, with Henrik Mkhitaryan on the left and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang the central striker. Hector Bellerin can provide width on the right when Arsenal get forward, allowing Ozil to move into the 10 space where he can thread those killer through balls into Arsenal's ridiculously quick forward line, exploiting City's high line. Most teams sit deep against Man City to simply ensure they either don't get beaten, or don't get beaten too badly. Arsenal have the quality to cause problems with the ball and should learn from Liverpool last season that pressing intensely and high up the pitch against Guardiola's team can yield rewards. In defensive phases, Arsenal will drop deep and form a block to force City's passing sideways, and with Mkhitaryan, Aubameyang and Bellerin ready to counterattack, pose a constant threat. City's style of play means they often push their defensive line up to the halfway line. If Arsenal's pressing traps can force a turnover, the pace and firepower is there to exploit it. Take Fernandinho out of the game. Fernandinho is the pivot Man City's build-up play relies on. He drops deep at goal kicks, always finding space to link those lovely passing moves that allow City to move from their own box to the opposition's, with complete control of the ball. Liverpool set the template for beating City last season, and a key part of their game plan was to mark Fernandinho out of the match. Roberto Firmino did this very well, never allowing his fellow Brazilian a moment's peace. Firmino, light blue, tracking Fernandinho, dark blue, during last season's Liverpool win over Man City. Credit, opted. This meant that Fernandinho couldn't operate as the bridge between defense and the central midfielders, which resulted in Ederson having to kick long. Long balls were sent into the middle of the park where both teams could contest the first and then second ball. With a bit of luck on the metaphorical dice roll, Liverpool could then win possession and attack quickly while City weren't in their defensive shape. Someone like Aubameyang, Ozil or Mkhitaryan could be tasked with this job for Arsenal, though none of them are particularly defensively disciplined. If Aaron Ramsey is fit enough for Sunday's game, his energy makes him an excellent candidate to mark Fernandinho as the attacking midfielder in a 4-2-3-1 formation. Newsletter promotion, Football Nerd, in article.